Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at some of the most hilarious sidekicks, heroes, and even villains from some of our favorite Disney flicks. We won't be counting any live-action or Pixar characters, since they're funny enough for their own lists.
How you doing, Rex?
Were you scared? Tell me honestly.
Number 20, Tigger, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are humorous things.
The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubber, their bottoms are made out of springs. They're bouncy, trouncy, flouncy, pouncy, fun, 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 fun.
This tiger's energy is infectious, and his overconfidence is rib-tickling. He greets everyone he meets with a pounce and doesn't waste any time turning their lives upside down.
Hello, I'm Tigger.
Oh, you scared me.
He might unintentionally get on his friend's nerves with his bouncing, but he just can't help himself. He's only doing what Tiggers do best. Now and then, even the highest bouncers need to be brought down to earth. Watching Tigger's cockiness get the better of him is just as amusing as his energy. He's the only Tigger there is, but if all Tiggers are as chaotic as he is, we should probably be lucky there's only one.
But the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. I'm the only one.
Number 19, Prince John, Robin Hood. A conniving, greedy tyrant, Prince John steals the throne from the real King of England, his older brother. He excessively taxes his people, squeezing every cent they have, and goes above and beyond to try and kill Robin Hood.
To coin a phrase, my dear counselor, rob the poor to feed the rich.
All this would make him a terrifying villain, if he wasn't a thumb-sucking mama's boy. We should be angry at all he's done to his subjects, but we're too busy laughing at him, whining like a kitten when he doesn't get his way.
Incredible as he is inept, whenever the history books are kept, they'll call him the phony King of England.
It makes the moments where he means business almost seem surreal. Thankfully, Robin Hood tends to stay 2 steps ahead of the phony monarch.
That's a naughty word. We never rob. We just sort of borrow a bit from those who can afford it.
Number 18, Maximus, Tangled. Given the film's comedic tone, a number of characters in Tangled would be at home on this list. However, we're giving it to the one who got a chuckle out of us without speaking a single word, Maximus.
Well, I hope you're here to apologize.
No, put me down!
As a member of the Royal Guard, this horse goes above and beyond to bring criminals to justice. He sets his sight on the thieving Flynn Rider. He offers some of the movie's best visual gags, and his interactions with the main cast have us in stitches. One minute he's hunting Flynn down like a bloodhound, the next, he's nuzzling up to Rapunzel like a puppy. Not to mention, his blossoming friendship with Flynn is hilariously heartwarming.
Hey, Max. What? I bought them.
Number 17, Dopey, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. With 7 dwarfs to choose from, which one tickled our funny bones the most?
Hi-ho, if home from work we go. Hi-ho, 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 hi-ho.
If we had to choose, we'd say the naivest of the bunch, Dopey. As his name suggests, Dopey isn't the brightest diamond in the mine. But what he lacks in words, he makes up for with riotous physical humor, especially when he goes toe-to-toe with a bar of soap. It doesn't hurt that he was allegedly inspired by the pantomime humor of Harpo Marx. While others like Doc and Grumpy aren't so keen on Dopey's brand of humor, we can't help but giggle at his innocence and antics. Number 16, Baymax, Big Hero 6. Many would probably benefit from having a friend like Baymax around. He's an inflatable robot designed to take care of Hero's health and well-being.
Hello, I am Baymax, your personal healthcare companion.
But along with being genuinely wholesome, Baymax blesses us with plenty of giggle-worthy moments. He's generally an innocent, good-natured balloon, but personal space isn't his forte, and he doesn't really understand anything that isn't health-related.
Puberty can often be a confusing time for a young adolescent flowering into manhood.
Though honestly, his version of a fist bump is more amusing than the real thing. He becomes hilariously lethargic when his battery runs low, and when he's training to be a hero, it goes about as well as you'd expect.
We jumped out a window.
No, quiet.
Shh, we jumped out a window.
Despite these quirks, Baymax ends up being the hero we all desperately need. Number 15, Captain Hook, Peter Pan. He's undeniably the most reviled pirate in all of Neverland, and arguably the funniest.
Dwarf, that Peter Pan. If I could only find his hideout, I'd trap him in his lair.
Captain Hook tries to present himself as a suave swashbuckler, and yet he's an emotional mess with an explosive temper and a sniveling cowardice. We want to feel bad for him since he got his hand cut off by Peter Pan, but it's much more fun watching him throw a tantrum or squirm with fright.
Good form! Did Pan show good form when he did this to me?
Besides, he's so expressive with these emotional outbursts that we're quick to start cracking up at his expense. It gets even funnier when Mr. Smee is thrown into the mix to give the poor captain an even worse headache.
Ooh, I found it, Captain. Good as new.
Number 14, Olaf. Frozen. Brought to life by Elsa's powers, Olaf entered the world bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, eager to give the world warm hugs. Contrary to what you might believe from his icy physique, Olaf's optimism is infectious and made even better by Josh Gad's voice acting.
I've always wanted a nose.
So cute. It's like a little baby unicorn.
What? Hey, whoa! Oh, I love it even more.
Along the way, he makes us snicker with funny observations and his childlike dream of having fun under the sun. We don't have the heart to tell him what happens to solid water when it gets warm.
When I finally do what frozen things do in summer.
I'm gonna tell him.
Don't you dare.
His sunny disposition is a delight, and also makes the moments where he gives a snarky response that much funnier. Not to mention, he's got a hilarious talent for recapping the events of the first movie and many other Disney classics.
But I wanna be part of that world. I got like 20 thingamabobs. What's that word again?
Dingle hopper.
Number 13, Vincenzo Vinny Santorini, Atlantis the Lost Empire. Actor Don Novello is well known for his comedic character, Father Guido Sarducci.
I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to be promoted soon because just the other day I came up with a great idea, and I think they're really going to like it.
Imagine if Sarducci became a mercenary with a knack for explosions and deadpan snark, and you'd have Vinny. A former florist whose life was changed following a freak explosion, his biggest passions in life are money and pyrotechnics.
Well, as far as me goes, I just like to blow things up.
He may have done things he's not proud of, but even he has standards. He also has arguably the funniest lines in the whole movie.
You didn't just drink that, did you? That's not good. That's nitroglycerin. Don't move, don't breathe, don't do anything except pray.
His one-liners are made even better by his dry delivery and thick accent, and his obsession with explosives makes him as dangerous as he is amusing. Number 12, Lumiere and Cogsworth, Beauty and the Beast. In the Beast's enchanted castle, you probably won't find a pair of friends as mismatched as Lumiere and Cogsworth. Lumiere is a suave, carefree, charming candelabra with an eye for romance and showmanship. Cogsworth is a wound-up, strict, and precise clock who demands to be taken seriously.
It's a girl.
I know it's a girl.
Don't you see? She's the one. The girl we have been waiting for.
Each is entertaining on their own, but when their personalities collide, we're left giggling all night. The way they argue and tease each other, they're more like siblings than coworkers.
Oh, Cogsworth, have a heart.
But at the end of the day, they do care for each other and share the same goal of becoming human again. However, even after the spell is broken, some things will never change.
I told you she would break the spell.
I beg your pardon, old friend. And I believe I told you.
Number 11, Jack and Gus, Cinderella. One of the more entertaining subplots of this classic film is Cinderella's mousy friends and their conflict with Lady Tremaine's wicked cat, Lucifer. While both mice work well as a comic duo, it's Gus who steals the show thanks to his constant desire to eat.
Poor little Gus. Here, help yourself.
This makes Gus the target of Lucifer throughout the film. While their broken English provides plenty of humor, the fact that they can make the audience laugh without speaking shows how funny these two truly are.
Now. Look, little guy. Break her easy. Nothing to worry about. We like you. Cinderella like you, too.
Number 10, Terk and Tantor, Tarzan. It's hard being the only human living in the jungle, but thankfully, Tarzan's got two best friends by his side, Terk and Tantor. The wisecracking tomboy gorilla and the neurotic pachyderm make a great comedic pair. Between Terk's snarky humor and Tantor's paranoia, both are hilarious in their own right.
Actually, I thought that dress was rather slimming on you.
Oh, really? I thought it was a little revealing.
But of course, the real fun occurs when they bounce off each other. Terk not having the patience for Tantor's panicking, and Tantor giving her a piece of his mind later on. Despite their glaring differences, they're the perfect twosome to help Tarzan out of a jam.
Terk, all you have to do is get Kerchak out of the way.
What?
Well, I'd be happy to get Kerchak.
Hey, shut your trunk and get me out of here.
Number 9. Scuttle, the Little Mermaid. While Sebastian's worrying nature offers plenty of humor throughout the film, it's Scuttle who provides the funniest comic relief.
Look at you. Look at you. There's something different. Don't tell me. I got it. It's your hairdo, right?
A self-proclaimed expert on the human world, Scuttle assigns ridiculous names to everyday objects. For example, he refers to a smoking pipe as a snarfblat. He also hilariously calls a fork a dingle hopper, and convinces the naive Ariel that it is actually a comb.
What is it?
It's a dingle hopper. Humans use these little babies to straighten their hair out.
The most eccentric character in The Little Mermaid, Scuttle clearly lives by the fake it till you make it mentality. Number 8. Goofy, a Goofy movie. Given that he's one of Disney's most iconic characters, it was only a matter of time before Goofy got his very own movie. He's the friendliest dog you'll ever meet, and he loves his teenage son Max with all his heart.
But Max, this isn't just my vacation. It's a vacation with me and my best buddy.
However, he's also a walking disaster whose clumsiness leaves a path of destruction wherever he goes. He also tends to embarrass Max with his eccentric personality and klutziness.
Max and I have some fish to catch. Oh, Dad, we can do that tomorrow.
Compared to his TV and short film appearances, a Goofy movie shows a more serious side to the character, yet he still manages to make us laugh as only he can.
We made it! Come on, Max, let's get you on stage.
Number 7. Baloo, The Jungle Book. If there's a more laid-back Disney character than this guy, we haven't yet found them. Baloo teaches Mowgli how to fight and to live a relaxing life with just the bare necessities.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife.
Baloo's attempts to rescue the man cub from King Louie and the other primates are just as hysterical as they are successful. Although his antics are laugh-out-loud funny, Baloo is more than just comic relief.
Man, that's what I call a swinging party.
He also ultimately saves Mowgli's life at the end of the film, making him one of Disney's most popular characters.
Right on it. Yeah.
Number 6. Timon and Pumba, The Lion King.
You know, kid, in times like this, my buddy Timon here says you gotta put your behind in your past.
No.
Amateur.
Lie down before you hurt yourself. It's, you gotta put your past behind you.
They say 2 is better than 1, and that is certainly the case in The Lion King. Loosely based on Rosencrantz and Guildenstern from William Shakespeare's Hamlet, Timon and Pumbaa are the true stars of this film. One is a wisecracking meerkat, while the other is an absent-minded and flatulent warthog.
And I got downhearted. How'd you feel? Every time that I...
Hey, Pumba, not in front of the kids.
Oh, sorry. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Their different personalities often cause them to clash with each other, much to the amusement of the viewer. While their dialogue is often quite hilarious, their funniest moments tend to involve some of song and dance.
I can see what's happening.
What?
And they don't have a clue.
Oh!
They'll fall in love, and here's the bottom line. Our trio's down to 2.
Oh.
Number 5. Stitch, Lilo and Stitch.
Yum. Hey!
The characters in this film may not find Stitch's destructive antics funny, but we can't get enough of this little blue alien. Stitch is by far at his funniest when he is being bad, especially when he pretends he's Godzilla and ruins a model of San Francisco. His dysfunctional relationship with the adorable Lilo and her sister Nani also produces some of the funniest moments in the action-adventure comedy drama.
We can go on together with suspicious minds. Can build our dreams.
Stitch's antics never get old, and his attempts to act good are both hilarious and heartwarming.
Does it have to be this dog?
Yes, he's good. I can tell.
Number 4. Hades, Hercules.
I'm about to rearrange the cosmos. And the one schlemiel who can louse it up is waltzing around in the way!
The minions of Hades, Pain and Panic, provide plenty of comic relief throughout Hercules, but we're going with the big guy for this list. Voiced by the fast-talking James Woods, Hades is equal parts ruthless and priceless.
We dance, we kiss, we schmooze, we carry on, we go home happy. What do you say? Come on.
To say he is temperamental is an understatement, as even the slightest inconvenience sends him into a fiery rage despite his humorous attempts to remain calm. For the older crowd, Hades drops several pop culture references, like noting that the Trojans bet on the wrong horse.
See, he's got to have a weakness because everybody's got a weakness. I mean, for what? Pandora, it was the box thing. For the Trojans, hey, they bet on the wrong horse, okay?
Who would have thought the Lord of the Underworld could be such a down-to-earth guy?
Stirring performance, boys. I was really moved.
Number 3, Mushu, Mulan.
All right, that's it. Dishonor. Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
Stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Before Eddie Murphy made us grin as Donkey from DreamWorks Shrek, he was helping Mulan save China as the powerful, the pleasurable, the indestructible Mushu. A disgraced guardian looked down on by the ancestors, Mushu will do anything to prove himself, including helping Mulan masquerade as a man and become a hero. Along with his harebrained schemes, what makes Mushu so funny is his smooth-talking, wisecracking dialogue mixed with his cocky attitude.
Who are you? Excuse me? I think the question is, who are you? We're in a war, man! There's no time for stupid questions!
While he starts off mostly in it for himself, he genuinely cares for Mulan and sticks by her until the end.
But don't you worry, okay? Things will work out. We started this thing together, and that's how we'll finish it. I promise.
We're choosing to ignore his unfortunate arc in Mulan 2 when he tries to ruin Mulan's marriage for his own goals. Number 2, Kronk, the Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, right, the poison for Cusco, the poison chosen specially to kill Cusco, Cusco's poison. That poison?
Yes, that poison.
Got you covered.
This film isn't generally regarded as a Disney classic, but it does have one of the funniest characters in the Disney universe. While Emperor Cusco and his ridiculous catchphrases are entertaining, it's Kronk, Yzma's dim-witted advisor, who earns a spot on our list. At the start of the film, Kronk is technically a villain, although he is far from evil. He makes the most of his decisions by consulting an angel and a devil that appear on his shoulders, which are modeled as miniature versions of himself.
I'm gonna lead you down the path that rocks.
I'll come off it.
You come off it.
You.
You infinity.
Ultimately, he turns on Yzma because he discovers that she never liked his spinach puffs. Seems fair enough to us.
From above, the wicked shall receive their just reward. That'll work.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, the Genie, Aladdin.
That's a good move. I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug.
Genie, I need help.
All right, Sparky, here's the deal.
Was there any doubt who would be number 1 on our list? Sure, Iago has his moments, but it's the Genie who claims the top spot because of Robin Williams' unmatched antics. In fact, most of Williams' lines were ad-libbed, and the result couldn't have been better. Williams reels off one pop culture reference after another, and provides plenty of jokes geared at both younger and older viewers in Aladdin.
Right here, direct from the lamp, right here for your very much wish fulfillment. Thank you.
Whoa.
As a result, the Genie has become one of the most iconic characters in all animation.
As some of column A, try all of column B. I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me.
Which Disney character made you laugh the hardest? Let us know in the comments.
So just try and relax. Yeah, cool it. Fall apart in my backyard.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.